Hello.
Seth, so loud.
I'm an old school projector.
Oh my God.
I go to the back of the house, balcony, box seats.
Yes, you are.
I'm Seth. This is James.
Tisha would be very proud of you.
Yeah, she's old school too. SKOOL. Hey, guys, it Stars in the House, which is the show we do every single day. And we started it when Broadway shut down, but we've expanded from Broadway to every form of entertainment because we are raising money for the Actors Fund, which is not just for actors. James, what is the Actors Fund?
The Actors Fund is an organization that basically is there to help anyone in the performing arts, whether it's in front of the screen, behind the screen, on stage, off stage. We're talking
in front of the camera.
In front of the yes.
What screen?
Backstage. We're talking about concessionaires, ushers, casting directors, voice teachers, dance teachers, basically anyone in the United States that needs help, that's hurting right now.
That's in the arts.
Yeah, that's in the arts. It needs help with their rent or to pay a utility bill. I mean, I'll read. I don't even, do I have my glasses? Yes.
This is one we get a lot of letters. The Actors Fund, they forward it to us because basically the money we're raising goes directly to help people pay their rent, groceries, health insurance.
I mean, I think they're well over like $13 million that they've given out in direct funds.
Normally they get 200 requests per week from people in the entertainment field. They're now getting at least 200 per day. And it's only increasing because there's not a lot of work on the horizon for most people.
Right. So here's just one example. I just wanted to thank the Actors Fund for your quick response and for your help during this pandemic. Words cannot express how appreciated you are. You single-handedly saved my well-being this month. Please be safe and thank you again. Another one, I just wanted to tell you how much I appreciate the assistance. I'm sure a lot of times it's funny. I'm sure a lot of times you only hear from people with complaints. I just want to make sure you knew how much we appreciate what you've done for us. Thank you for being a blessing to our family. It's very nice. So I don't know, we're up to 115 shows at this point, something like that.
Right now, because we do 2 shows a day.
The grand total so far raised on Stars in the House is $344,550.
It's really, God, it just really hit me. I mean, that's literally just from $10, $15, $20 donations.
Yeah,
from everybody.
We're not talking about corporate donations on this show. This is like the average person like us.
Yeah.
Just like, donating what they can.
We have lots of regular viewers, by the way, our friend Debbie. Hi, Debbie. Debbie's here. And what's great about these TV show reunions is that we get a whole new group of people that maybe have never heard of Stars in the House that suddenly come to see it. And hopefully we'll support the Actors Fund because people still don't understand the Actors Fund. So one more time, it's for anybody in the entertainment field. So here's what we'd love you to do right now.
Oh.
If you can, well, first of all, please share this link. So wherever you're watching, just like put it on your Facebook, Twitter, be like, oh my God, I'm watching the show. That way more people watch, more people will donate. By the way, why is my hair growing like this at this point? Why can't it just be? Anyway. Okay, so please share it wherever you can. Second of all, if you want to donate, you go to starsinthehouse.com. $5 is the minimum that the website accepts. $5 is great though. Donate, and then as soon as you get a receipt, forward the receipt to starsinthehouse2020@gmail.com, and I will forward it to one of the Dr. Ken cast members, and they'll be like, oh my God, thank you so much, so-and-so, for donating so-and-so, and they'll do it in character. By the way, I don't know what the difference would be if they're in character. But regardless, they're going to read it, and maybe Tisha will literally belt it up the octave. With vibrato. I'm just saying. Okay, so we'll see. But the point is, if you forward it, we will then forward it to
and Dr. Ken will judge.
All right.
Throw the mask singer.
Say, I think that's Tisha singing. Right? She's not in a mask. It's not difficult to know it's her. Okay, where was I? Okay, wait. Where are they? Right, they're gonna be here soon.
Oh, so that means we have to explain.
Oh, yes, that's the one thing about this platform we gotta explain. Go.
So we love StreamYard. It allows us to go live on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and it allows us to show clips like we'll have tonight.
Yeah, StreamYard allows us video clips, which makes the show so much more fun.
But the downside is it is not Zoom where you can have everyone on screen at the same time, because this is live. It's like we get to read comments and hear from the fans.
Yeah.
So that's the downside, is that we cannot have everyone on. So we divided it up basically into Dr. Ken's home life, Dr. Ken's work life. And so that's how, and in between will be the chief medical correspondent from CBS News, who's our chief medical correspondent, Dr. John LaPook.
We're going to have a medical face-off. They're both going to give each other physicals.
Dr. Ken, Dr. John.
We'll see what happens. But anyway, so it's going to be half family because we can't have everybody on screen at the same time. Is that all we have to say?
I think that's
so. Feel free to start donating whenever you want, starsinthehouse.com, or just sit and enjoy the show, because the whole point of the show is really to bring people together, because everyone is isolating and we're trying to cheer people the hell up. Okay, I guess that's it. So if you don't know why we're here tonight, perhaps you recognize this handsome bunch of people. You're celebrating this fabulous show. I've never seen people look more amazing, or perhaps
that picture.
And then this is more work life because he's wearing a lab coat. That's the difference. Suit jacket, lab coat.
There you go. Put a tie in both.
Still got it. Okay, so please welcome. Okay, what is the order?
We're doing the family first. So
it's where's Sue? Okay, hold on.
You want to bring out Suzy first?
Yes. What is
Suzy's right there?
Hi, Suzy. I don't know if you were freeze frame, excited. I don't know what was happening, but thumbs up.
I love it.
Okay, next.
You want to bring out Krista?
Yes.
All right.
Please.
Yeah, Krista helped organize this whole thing.
Krista.
Hi, Krista. Look at your stunning dress and your wave. Okay, excellent work.
Bring out Dana next.
Dana.
Right. Hold on.
Wait,
up. You got to go. We're doing this all.
Oh,
there we go.
Dana, the patriarch.
Dana!
Dana's here.
Hey,
Albert.
Guys. Hey, Seth. Hey, James.
Hi.
Hi!
Everyone's together. And here's that angel, Albert.
All grown up.
I wasn't
Does
sure
anybody-
if I was on the screen or not because I thought you guys were saying hi before I popped on.
No, now you're finally on screen. And is there anyone else in the family we're forgetting? I guess not.
That's
it.
Okay.
Mm,
Here he is himself, Daddy, Dr. Ken. Hi.
Hey, hey, Sus, Krista, Albert, Dana. Oh my God. I like.
Hey.
See all your faces.
Oh, it's so good to see you guys. Oh my God. Oh, so nice.
Okay, let's get
There's a baby all grown up.
Albert, you are all grown up.
Am
so
I?
good.
I don't really sense the difference myself, but
Oh my God, you sound different. It's
We
amazing.
hear it. We see it.
Oh wow. Oh my
Suzy and
God.
Ken, when was the last time you saw Albert?
Boy, I
It's
haven't seen you in years.
yeah, I know, right? It's been a couple of years. Krista and Suzy, like couple months? No, last year.
Last
Right?
year.
Yeah, we went to go visit Krista on Last Man Standing when Tisha was a guest star.
Oh, I saw that on social media. Yeah, that looked amazing. Oh,
Albert,
It's a great day.
how old are you now? Like 41? How old are you?
41.
I am 15 and almost 16 in like 3 months. 3 months? Is it May? I've lost that. Yeah, it's May. 3 months. Yeah.
I don't believe it. All right, Dr. Ken, we first have to know, basically this show, it's like written, directed, produced, music directed, title treatment by Dr. Ken. So how did it happen? Did you just have a computer you started writing?
Well, no, I had a lot of help. I really just co-wrote the pilot and starred in it, but it took a village. I mean, just shout out to Mike Sikowitz, especially the showrunner. It took a lot of people to build this, and what Mike and I were most proud of we really had direct hand in casting Suzy, Krista, Albert, Dana, Jonathan, Dave, and Tisha. It was just really, I think that was the biggest joy, was getting this amount of talent on screen. And now look, years later, everyone is just soaring and just working and just going on to bigger and better things. And it just, to me, it just fills my heart that just to see everybody here and then just seeing everybody on the screen. So it really was a labor of love, but I'm just so happy to see you. I'm so happy Dana built a satellite dish, in his house apparently.
Yeah, he gets probably the best signal out of all of us.
Yeah, he gets the best signal and the best microwave popcorn. So I'm really happy for Dana. Yeah. All right. You're pretending to ignore me. I hear you. You're microwaving your popcorn, kettle corn. It's great. Yeah. Here he is. Classic Dana ignoring me. Wow. We do a reunion live and like you're pretending you have no sound.
No, the cold
Basically, Dana, if you really, can you hear us, or is it just Dr. Ken you can't hear? Can you hear us?
I can, but you have to break it up. Well, why is that?
And maybe your
my hearing's
Wi-Fi.
going up.
Probably on your side.
By the way, this is exactly the vibe on set. So this is like perfect. You got Seven James stars in the house. You recreated the on-set vibe already. This is exactly how this went.
Hey, Dana, if it's really sucky, if it's sucky, you should leave the studio and then sign back in. Sometimes it helps if you leave and then come back in. Sometimes that helps with the Wi-Fi.
What?
All right.
Amazing.
I swear we'll
Amazing.
still be here, right, everybody?
Right. Good.
Get up, come back in. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Sure.
Leave it
What?
back.
Sure.
Hi, Dana.
We're actors. We support each other.
How do I get up?
So,
Oh no.
so guys, let's talk about Dana. Let's give you the breakdown.
If you had seen it from our side, you literally have to type in "kick guest out of studio." So
Yeah.
Seth, kick guest out of studio. That was your father.
That's the only way to get rid of him.
Oh, he's back.
Oh wait, he's back and better than ever. Hold
Let's
on.
see. Hold on.
Is he back?
Unfortunately- Wait. Oh, he's
Oh,
sort of
he's
back.
trying.
It says device not connected. Wait
Oh,
one second.
no. Oh no, Ken, what have you done?
Oh, did I?
wait,
His
Oh, no.
thumb.
Oh,
I
good.
just-
Okay.
I
I just
think-
assumed. I just
Ready?
assumed I did.
1, 2, 3. Dana.
Dana, you look great.
What?
Is he
Let's-
frozen?
Oh, okay. I can
You
hear
remember when Dana live streamed
Yep.
from his pocket for
Yeah.
10 minutes by accident on Facebook Live?
No.
Wait.
What was that?
I don't
Hold
remember.
What?
It was a live post from his pocket.
Oh,
Wait,
baby.
10 minutes?
That's awesome.
I
Will
do.
we shoot
I don't know what's going on. I
Wait, Krista, it said like Dana Lee is live. And then you went to it and it was just like darkness and like
It
It
denim.
was
What?
in his pocket walking. He was walking around and he
He's just-
got
he's just
something,
doing
he gave some
rehearsal.
change.
I'm having trouble.
He's just doing rehearsal on set.
Yeah, whatever.
That's my favorite. And also at Jonathan and Michael's wedding when he was trying to take a picture of them at the altar and only could take a selfie of himself because he couldn't flip it.
I don't know if that was by accident.
Yeah, that
I don't know.
too orchestrated
Why
to
are
be
you
an
breaking
accident.
Yeah, I get it.
So Ken, what?
I don't understand what's going on.
It's okay. None of us
Please
do.
keep Dana. Please keep Dana's chatter. We have a show within a show on this.
Okay, watch this.
Uh-oh, he's gonna mute him.
Watch this. There we go. Okay.
Oh no, I feel bad.
Oh, Grandpa.
Okay, hold on.
Now he's doing a bit.
He's acting.
Oh, God.
Oh my God. Okay, so hold on. Dr. Ken,
And then-
so I want to be clear. It's Asian
And then I told
American.
Ken. No,
Uh-oh.
Hold on, yes?
Go ahead.
no.
Well, that's our time, guys.
Hey, that was great, guys. Sorry we couldn't put Jonathan Slavin, Tisha, and Dave on, but this is wonderful.
It's all good.
Wonderful. Thank
Guys, I want
you.
to be clear. This month is Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. And you guys were the first show about Asians that wasn't about like, we just emigrated here. So was that your idea, Dr. Ken, to just make it about like, that's not the issue of the show. It's going to be about really family life and work life?
Yes, yeah, that was definitely. I just wanted it to mimic my own life as a second generation Asian American. Kind of wanted to just make it parts medical, really more of a second generational Asian American experience. But then when Suzy, when we were fortunate to have Suzy in the cast, we also had it as a multicultural Asian American experience where, you know, I was Korean American, Suzy Japanese American, and you know, we didn't do it overtly, but we definitely tried to thread that in a subtle way. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you saying that because that was definitely a deliberate intent on my part. Absolutely.
And I think it was so wonderful to, you know, to have that distinction as Asian Americans. Not only the different generations, as my character was third generation and Ken's character was second generation. I mean, unless you're children or grandchildren of immigrants, you don't understand that distinction and how your, American experience becomes this hybrid experience that no one else can connect to. And then we did that wonderful Thanksgiving episode where we competed with going to be Japanese or Korean Thanksgiving, which was hilarious and one of my favorite episodes.
Mine too.
So Ken, how did that all translate into the writer's room? As far as did that go into your hiring decisions? Did the cast have input into the scripts?
I mean, yes to all that. I mean, we definitely. It was my first time really executive producing something like this, and working in a writer's room and a showrunner. And so, we went through definitely that first season for me, my first time in a writer's room. And I think so there was, for me, it was definitely trying to figure out the lay of the land. And I think by the second season, that we were fortunate to have, then I think I asserted a bit more control and just wanted to, I had a much clearer vision of what the show was. So to me, it's just like any TV show. It just evolves. You want to give it time to breathe. And, looking back, I'm just grateful that we had that second year where we were able to tell even more heartfelt, authentic stories. So it was, looking back, I learned so much. I can't even believe, very, very fortunate to have that access.
What was it? How did your family on TV, for all of you guys, compare to your family in real life? How much was it replicated and how different was it?
For me, I'm a single child, only child. Yeah, only child. So,
and you're not married, single.
And single, wait.
Only child. So that's a difference. It was nice having a television sister.
And what about, is Dr. Ken like your dad at all?
Ken, the real life person, is kind of similar to my dad. The character, not so much.
Very diplomatically put. Thank you. I'll Venmo you. I'll Venmo you 20.
What a pro.
What a pro. Oh my gosh.
Krista, what about you? Was the family similar to your family?
It is really similar. I grew up 5th generation, and what made it extra special for me was that I had a TV dad and a TV mom, and a real dad and a real mom, and everyone in this show would foster who I was, not just like as an actor, but as a person, as Molly and as Krista. And I've learned so much about myself and about as like an Asian American actor and person from everybody.
Oh, wow. Suzy, what about you? Well, are you a mom in real life?
I am not, but Krista and Albert gave me Mother's Day cards, and I cried like a baby. It was like they wrote me these lovely notes. Oh my God.
Krista and Albert.
They were great to work with. I still consider them my TV kids.
So now does it make you, because you had dealt with them, now do you want to have kids?
Leave.
Like, I've had enough parenting.
Absolutely not. I'm fine with TV kids.
Okay.
I mean, I still make Suzy, I call Suzy all the time for advice. So she still definitely gives me all that. She's too young to actually be my mom, but
I do love telling them what to do. I do like that.
Hey, Krista, by the way, thank you for organizing this. You're second.
It really was Ken who reached out to everybody.
No, it was Krista. No, she really initiated this.
You're related to Campbell.
No. Campbell is my cousin.
And she works on our show. We have this little kind of group of volunteers and people that get little honorariums. And Camden was like, I'll talk to Krista. And suddenly everybody was here. So thank you, Krista.
It was like magic.
Thank you, Krista.
No, it's really thank you guys all for wanting to do it.
And Dr. Ken, how did you stay away? I'm just so curious, all this Asian stuff. Did anyone try to force you to do more stereotypical stuff and you had to stay away from it? Like, how did you balance like comedy versus stereotypes?
Yeah, actually the network, and looking back, I think ABC was really good at letting us be ourselves. And I was expecting more kind of cultural notes, and they didn't. Especially we had Fresh Off the Boat also on the same network. My biggest fear was kind of getting compared to them, and even in notes sessions after rehearsals or table reads, like I was always nervous. They would say, well, on Fresh Off the Boat, we did this way. Maybe you guys should do it that way. And we never got that. To ABC's credit, they only judged us by our own kind of lexicon and canon of, they really just wanted to help the show be better. And looking back, that was refreshing. So there were times they actually pushed us and pushed me like, hey, we can take this even further in a cultural level, So sometimes maybe there were times where I think particularly in the first season, where we could have made it even a bit more cultural based in terms of storylines. And I think that I figured out like how to do the show the second season. So that was I give ABC a lot of credit because there's a lot of networks that don't do that.
Yeah, and I think it was important for the family and for the characters and for the show that it was driven by the story and characters instead of race or culture. And but that aspect of who the characters were always colored the story or the characters. So that that even the Thanksgiving episode wasn't about Korean versus Japanese. It was about our egos and about our history and pressures from family. And so I think the show did such a great job about with balancing all of those aspects of what was involved.
Yeah, I really love that Dr. Ken was about like a normal Asian American family, like just your next door neighbors, and not super leaning on the Asian or immigrant type aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
And in terms of your fans, were there a lot of Asian people that came up to you and were like, "Thank you guys so much for finally representing like us"?
Yes. And it wasn't, I mean, I'm only going to speak for myself, but it was usually not about race or culture. It was about family. They loved that they could laugh, or they loved that they could watch with their kids, or they loved that, where'd Dana go?
Just came back here.
Well, Dana, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Dana?
He's thinking.
Hi.
Hey, Dana.
Welcome back.
Hey, buddy.
Dana, I was just going to say that a lot of the reaction I got was that they loved that you were part of the multi-generational family.
Hey, Dr. Ken, you.
All right.
I think is it possible for Dana to recur on the Frasier cast reunion you guys are doing tomorrow or something? Maybe put him on another show. Yeah, just to give him some screen time.
He's coming back no matter what.
Yeah, let him come back, please, on any show. Yeah.
Well, wanted to, since Camden kind of tattled on Krista.
Oh yeah, Krista.
We found out that you sing.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yes. I went to theater school. I was Sally Bowles in Cabaret.
Oh yeah, we know about that.
It's like a deep, dark secret of mine. I've never really talked about that, but something that maybe it would be really cool to do one day is to be an Asian Sally Bowles. Or I also was an Asian Sandy in Greece.
There we go. We have that right here, Krista.
What?
Wow.
Wait, I think we should defer to Ken singing Creep.
No.
Hold on. I'm a Danny. Summer lovin' had me up last. Hit it.
Summer lovin' happened so fast.
Met a girl crazy for me.
Met a boy cute as can be.
Summer. That's it.
I want to be the chorus. Like, all the characters, I want to be like, Jan, I want. Oh.
Great job, Dana. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. Ambushed.
How about everybody loves a winner, so nobody loves me. Take it away.
High. It's high. Too high. Too high.
It is not so high. I checked your brain.
Oh God, where's Jonathan Slavin when we need him?
God, that was too high, guys. That was too high. So, guys, that was too high.
Happy.
That's who I long to be. All the odds are in my favor. Something's bound to begin. It's gonna happen sometime. Maybe this time I'll win.
Yay!
Wow.
Awesome.
Wow, that was amazing, Krista.
Wow.
You better put on a mask and be on a certain show next year.
Wow.
And I promise I won't guess you. So
I picked up on that, Dr. Ken. Okay. Please, it's Martin Short. We'll talk about that later. Okay. 6 months if it's Martin Short. He's my idol. We'll talk about that. Okay, we got to bring on our doctor.
Well, hold on for 1 second. So We did want to ask because we've been doing the show since March 16th, and we had our first game night on Zoom the other day, and one of Seth's closest friends, who happens to be his ex-boyfriend, is Asian American, and he was telling us, and he lives in Brooklyn. He and his husband live in Brooklyn, and he was talking about basically how he's
kind of avoided going outside
and experienced racism.
Yeah, he's definitely experienced a lot because of COVID. He's definitely not nervous about getting COVID, but he's more nervous about being harassed or being Asian. Have you guys noticed that? And because we're in New York, have you guys noticed that in California?
I've heard a lot of stories, and for some reason, maybe it's because all my friends are in New York and LA. All the stories are in New York and LA. So my cousin lives in Brooklyn, and he said he walked to the grocery store and twice someone said to him, said something racist to him on the way to the grocery store. So he's like, I'm not leaving the house anymore. And I felt so bad. I felt so bad for him. And on social media, I read a lot of stories about specifically Los Angeles and New York.
It's very frustrating, man. So you guys haven't experienced anything personally, but you've been hearing the same stuff we've been hearing.
Yes. To people we know.
Yeah.
So like pushed, followed, verbally abused.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I wish there's something we could, say right now that's going to solve it, but I guess there's not.
Well, just, I think just getting out there on your platforms and just saying, stop the hate to everyone, just to everyone. And, this is, we're in an unprecedented time in a pandemic. We have to be together to solve this, and to be divisive is just completely uncalled for. It's just to either lay blame on a certain nationality. It's completely morally and medically wrong. So we all have very strong feelings about this. So we are all active on our platforms, just saying stop the hate to everyone. So because the only way we can get through this is to be together and to get our facts, and to not deny the science, and to not deny ourselves. So that's the only way we can get through this. So just anyone watching right now, just stop the hate.
Yes. And then educate yourselves.
Educate yourself. At the end of the day, we are all human beings. Innocent human beings are being blamed.
Yeah. This is the one thing that can actually bring us all together. What are you going to say, Albert?
I was going to say the same thing. Yeah, like only kindness and compassion can really solve anything right now, and all the hate isn't going to fix anything.
No, it's just deflection. All right, well, I love that you guys have spoken about that. Thank you, everybody. And we're going to, speaking of embracing science, let's bring in Dr. John LaPook.
Right, so we're going to, so we'll all say
we're going to say goodbye to the family.
Goodbye to Krista, Albert, and Dana.
If you guys want to hang around, you never know if we may bring you back.
That's right.
Because we're going to go to the workforce, but I love the heart, Krista. Okay, so Dana, we'll see you tomorrow at the Frasier reunion.
Dana really brought his A game. Yeah. Dana, I tell you, man, Dana just stole that scene again. Just brought his A game. Wow.
All right, Albert, don't forget, ladies, Albert is single.
Oh, gosh.
Lovely Krista.
Singing, and we'll see you two.
Suzy, you're
really
adorable.
soon.
Yeah, we were going to bring you back for the workplace. Okay, we'll be back.
A little bit.
And here is not Dr. Ken, but on a competing network, Dr. John.
That's right.
Hi, Dr. John.
How are you? I've been reading about the history of pandemics and epidemics, and you go back 1,000 years, every time there's an outbreak, somebody has to be blamed. They point the finger at some group. It is just a bad piece of wiring in our brains that makes us.
There's no scientific proof behind it. They're just trying to. They just feel overwhelmed.
The need to have a reason for it, the need to blame somebody, ignorance. Instead of it's the exact it's evolutionarily non-adaptive, because what is adaptive is for everybody to come together as a community and have each other's back. But we saw with Ebola, people from West Africa, slurs at them. It just anyway, unacceptable. And I agree with what was said, which is that we have to just make it unacceptable, uncool, call it out.
Yes. We have a question, which I think I know what your answer is going to be, but I would like you to just see this. If you come in contact with one who learns they are infected with COVID and you get tested that day, if the test is negative, does that mean you haven't been infected, or can it show up later? And I know what you're going to say, but what is it?
Yeah, thank you for that question, because, we've talked about this. This is the single concept that I think is the hardest for everybody to really get their arms around, which is the answer is you can still get infected, be infected. So there's a 2 to 14 day incubation period. That means that if you were exposed to somebody, say 5 days ago or 2 days ago or yesterday, and you actually were infected, but you're still incubating it. It hasn't quite come out yet. That means you could be testing negative for another 13 days. It's unlikely towards the end, but certainly the average seems to be about 6 days from exposure. It can be, the sweet spot is 3 to 7 days, but it can be 2 days to 14 days. So the fact that you tested negative yesterday it's fine that you tested negative, but it doesn't immunize you against becoming positive the next day. And I know it's kind of a hard thing to wrap your arms around, the thought that you could test negative, but yet still have it.
I keep comparing it to the 80s, but it really was the beginning of the AIDS crisis where you just had to assume everybody basically had HIV. Yeah, it was positive.
Right.
And I feel it's the same thing now. You just have to assume everybody has COVID. It doesn't mean don't go out, but it means completely have the same precautions with everyone no matter what, which is mask and relentless hand washing.
Yeah, and try not to touch your face. There was a couple of interesting things that, including, I think, literally today from the British Medical Journal, something out of China looking at the use of face masks and showing that they are effective, especially in the home, but they're most effective if you use them before you get symptoms. The reason why it's important is that if you're in a home, this is very personal for me. I'm a physician. I'm still seeing patients. What do I do when I come home? I mean, when I'm in the office, I'm using all the gear, the face shield, the N95, but I guess I'm at increased risk. So it's a tough thing. I'm going to come home, I'm going to wear a face mask around my family. So people are looking into this to see and still wrestling with this whole concept. The other thing was the CDC, the Centers for Disease Control, changed their advice a couple of days recently. And they said, it used to be that you're wondering, I think or I know I had COVID-19 and I had symptoms. When can you be with others? And it used to be 3 days with no fever,
right.
without having aspirin or Advil or Motrin or something, Tylenol to reduce the fever. Symptoms are improving, and this is what's changed now. They used to say 7 days since the symptoms first appeared, and now it's 10 days since the symptoms first appeared. And the reason is this, that it's been very disturbing to find out that people can still be they can test positive for the genetic material of the coronavirus in their nose or in the back of their throat weeks and weeks and weeks after they were infected. But what they have found is that even though you're finding little pieces of genetic material, they haven't been able to have it be infectious past day 9. So they add another day 10. So it's kind of a fake out. You're detecting blown up pieces of virus, and it's their carcass. It's not able to infect you. So that's very reassuring. That's really good news. And the one asterisk is you have to talk to your doctor if you are immunocompromised, if you have if you have an underlying illness or your immune system's down, because it may be longer than 10 days. The reason being it may take you longer to clear that virus.
Wow.
So that's all new. This is all within 48, 72 hours. I haven't had time to report it yet on the CBS Evening News. So as usual, you get it here first.
Heard it first. It starts in the house.
All right.
Dr. Luke, we love you. We can't wait to see your sitcom on CBS whenever it's on. Peace out. See you tomorrow. Bye, Dr. John LaPook. Okay, now we're going to go into the workplace.
So let's bring back Ken and Suzy.
Here's our other doctor.
That's right.
So you're going to refute everything Dr. LaPook just said, but we'll talk about that in a moment. And then we have the opposite opinion. Then we have the lovely Suzy. And then we are bringing on...
Up here, Seth, go up.
Also
Jonathan.
Tisha. Oh, we have Jonathan.
Hello. Hey, John.
Wow.
Hi.
Beautiful, Jonathan. Look at that window.
So pretty.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
You know my weird little tree house.
It's actually a green screen. It's funny.
Yeah, totally. I'm in a cinder block cell.
Oh, really? How's it going right now? Honestly, no, it's cool. It's cool. That's so cool. Your cell. That's so cool. Your jail has windows, bro. That's so awesome.
Cool. Okay, here's Mr. Dave Foley, one of my faves.
Dave
Foley.
Oh, can you hear me and everything?
Dave, you're so handsome.
Yeah.
Oh, love you, Dave.
Thank you. It's so weird. I was going to be like Dana.
No, so far so good.
far, so
but you're this close.
And then Tisha.
And then Tish. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Let the belting begin. Hi.
I can't see anybody. I'm all in green screen and black screen.
You can't see anything?
Oh.
You can't see us?
Well, it's
Well,
because
I look amazing.
Oh my gosh,
What?
Suzy,
Yes, you do.
with that
White and
lipstick
black.
that you
White.
have on from Jonathan Slavin's advice. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oof, look amazing. That lipstick.
That's
Oh,
right.
Tisha, I wish you could see it.
Tisha,
That lipstick you got on. Oh my
Foley,
goodness.
Why did Tisha feel
Whoa,
so
stop
happy
stealing
when
the
I can't
scene
see
with
it?
your lipstick. Oh.
Hey, Jonathan, you have your signature hashtag is of course hashtag best nurse ever.
Oh, it is? Okay, great.
Let me ask you, did you ever hear from any nurses like, thank you so much for representing us well, or wow, you're not representing us well at all?
You know, I did. My dad was a doctor, so I grew up around his practice and a lot of his nurses. And we actually did an episode where my character became the head of the nurses union. And I gave a very impassioned speech that Ken and his wife Tran actually wrote. And I got a lot of sort of about what nurses do and how they're often overlooked and taken for granted, and yet why they do what they do. And I got a lot of very nice messages from some real life nurses after that. Yes.
Aww.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. Sassy gay nurse with the
Got it. And Tish began, by the way, I was talking to Dr. Ken. So Tish began as a major singer, but like way back in the day. How old were you when you began working professionally?
I was 3 when I started working professionally, but I didn't start doing like working the kiddie circuit in Broadway until I was about 7.
Oh, that
ripe old age.
The ripe old age of 7. Yeah.
she was a very haggard 7-year-old.
You've always had this great voice, because we were talking before, you were in the Me Nobody Knows, but it's one of my favorite shows ever. What was it like being on TV at such a young age and performing? Were all your friends like, oh my God, you're amazing? Or were they like,
No,
you're the
no,
movie girl?
I kept it very secret because I grew up in a really urban area. Like I grew up, I'm from North New Jersey. And so I kept it secret. Like it wasn't really something that we made a big deal. I was still like a regular kid going to public school, but I would go to New York and be the lead in Mama I Want to Sing or something. You know what I mean? So
Love Mama I Want to Sing. Oh my God, you did that too? Okay, so Dr. Ken's show, if you don't know how talented she was at such a young age, perhaps this will open your eyes. Here we go.
James I like except for his name, which is Window James. Window James is the name for someone who's tall. He is small and he can't tie his shoelaces right, and he's also a devil when he gets mad.
Yes!
Oh, wow.
my God! That's so good!
Which one was Tisha?
I am so in gay love with you. I just every time I think I cannot fall further in gay love with you.
Oh my
Something
God.
like that happens, and
Jonathan came to see me. What was I doing? Wasn't hairspray. What was I doing, Jonathan? At the Hollywood Bowl. What did we do?
Oh, Mamma Mia! Yeah.
Oh, I was doing Mamma Mia, and Jonathan was there, and it was so good to
I
have.
literally
him
like
there.
this the whole time.
By the way, we all missed Dave Foley's comedy. Right after the clip, he said, which one was Tisha?
There we go.
Hi, Dave.
Hi.
So, Dr. Ken, I keep calling you Dr. Ken. Ken, we were reading that like you kept practicing medicine for a long time, and you've like helped out emergencies on set. Is that really true? Was there anyone ever like that you did the Heimlich maneuver to? Is that actually true?
There was, I was doing a live stand-up show a couple of years ago, and someone had a seizure in the audience, and we just stopped the show, and there happened to be an EMT that happened to be in the audience, and Fortunately, it was very, very mild petit mal, seizure, but it was the most surreal experience, in terms of, and most importantly, she is fine to this day. She is better. We actually still keep in touch, and it's just so it's like, yeah. And so and it was that was very surreal. And then that was at the beginning of my set, and then I finished the set. I don't even know how I finished. It was very, very. It was that definitely the most surreal vibe. But most importantly, the audience was so. What I remember how well behaved everyone was. It was on a Saturday night too, where you'd think everyone would be drinking or partying, and then literally just stopped. We helped a lot of people, helped out this woman, got her better, and then went on with the show. It was kind of like, wow. In retrospect, it was kind of beautiful to see everybody just kind of get together. Pull together, and then we just managed to finish the show, I think, just on goodwill alone. So yeah.
Well, let me tell you something. Every time I had a sore throat, I was like, "Yo, Ken, man, can you just put me out real quick?"
Yo, Ken,
you gotta
Ken.
with doctor mode. It's really interesting.
Because Ken would do a lot of. He would take care of a lot of injuries and stuff on set, which is only fair because he would cause most of them. If you were late on your cues, he'd shank you.
Yeah. But then I'd stitch you up. I would stitch you up.
It was so confusing.
It was fair. He was always fair.
Yeah.
Or would he send you a bill?
Ultimately, I did no harm. Ultimately.
It was a wash. It was a wash.
He'll lay you out.
Yeah.
Wait, I think I have a clip where every single person has a crush on that guy. Hold on, you're all
Which one is that?
hoes. Let me think. Is this it?
Oh my God. Julie, we don't have time. Oh my God.
Hey guys, oh my God.
People act like you've been there.
I have never been there.
Wow! Shout out to Kate Sims. Shout out to Kate Simsies, by the way. She was freaking amazing. Freaking amazing, and really important to our success. So shout out and love to Kate. So yeah.
Did you guys? We had this really quick clip. Did you guys? You had a live audience every week?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And Ken would go out right before every single show, and he would just MC and get the crowd hyped up and go into the audience. Like a lot of times the audience is, not within, reaching distance, and he would go in there and sometimes I would join him and we would sing and karaoke and we would have a really good time.
They were in the bleachers.
Yeah.
That was fun. We would do
on with his audience.
It was like with Always, right? The Atlantic Star song that that was great.
Well, we heard Ken that you would always sing a certain song. Is that true?
Yeah, I only have one karaoke song, which is "Creep." So Radiohead. That's the only, literally the only song I know how to sing. Oh no, you don't have to do that. No. You guys got to join in. No, you guys got to join in.
Very good.
Tisha, you got it. You got to take over.
All the words.
It's all the way up to octave. I wish I was special.
So very special.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cause I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. Tisha, go. What the hell am I don't belong here.
Yes.
That's my favorite Lana Del Rey song.
You're a soprano.
He is.
We want to find out though, because we found this little bit of a clip here and wanted to see what it was like for you on The Masked Singer.
Oh yeah. How? Yeah, we want to know the reverse version of being on The Masked Singer. Here, let's watch everybody.
Was that you?
Yes, that was a belted A. That was an A.
Wait a minute, that was Tisha?
Tisha. Oh my God, Tisha.
Wow, Tisha really is talented.
Tisha. You didn't tell me you went to Korea? Wow.
That was amazing. In Korean.
And, no, it was to promote The Masked Singer, the U.S. version. So I secretly went to Korea for like 3 days. It was very, very crazy. Like I was in my hotel room, and then even when I had to wear a mask getting out of the hotel, and then it was just like on the show. It's incredibly secretive. I stayed in a little dorm room for like 8 hours just to sing that song. It was kind of. It was crazy.
They didn't guess, right? They didn't guess who you were.
They didn't guess. They didn't know who I was. I was like, as soon as I was like, guys, this is a reveal, guys. You're gonna go nuts. You're gonna go nuts, guys. Hold on to your hats, and then boom, and they're like, who is this? My grandfather? It's like, I don't know. Yes, I'm your grandfather. Yes, I am. So it was. They couldn't have been any less interested, but it was fun. It was fun.
They sweeten the applause. Hopefully, when it actually aired.
Oh, they edit in post. They edited like from like a Coldplay concert. They just made sure the audience. That was per my directive.
ADR.
ADR. We ADR'd in some chants.
We were watching the bows, and it's so fun that everyone is applauding that it's live, but who is introducing the cast? Because I've never heard more vocal damage before in my life. It's basically it's like Elaine Stritch.
Amazing. Thank you for noticing that. Oh my goodness. That was Gary Cannon, the warm-up. He's a good friend of mine. He's a good friend of mine, and he literally he's like, all right, guys, we're gonna do the intro to Dr. Ken. All right, see, and then the way he would narrate every scene, he was like, all right, scene C, Allison's really bumping on something Ken said. Let's watch. It's insane. His stage directions were like the best.
Can't you like
Auto-tune or
no, like node surgery, like between scenes, you can't operate on nodes. Everybody listen to this, it's crazy.
Oh wow!
Yes,
man, Stephen Garino, shout out to him.
I love Stephen.
I love Stephen so much. Man, that just brought back memories. Oh God, he's just so talented, so good. Wow.
Anyway,
the dude from Train.
Dave, 2 minutes on Kids in the Hall because I'm so obsessed with that show. I love it so much. I can't tell you. So, what's the deal? Isn't it sort of coming back, or something is happening? Because we had Mark McKinney on 2 weeks ago. What's happening?
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah. We're doing well. We were in the middle of writing when the world shut down. We were writing doing 8 episodes for Amazon. So we pretty much finished the writing. Now we're just hoping to, at some point that show business will be exhumed, and we will we'll make it.
Were you part of the big cookie when the temp gets a big cookie? Wasn't that your scene?
I think I was in that. I think I played the woman in charge of the office.
Yes,
who refused to hug. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm obsessed with that. I was so excited that show comes back. Is the chicken lady coming back?
I don't know. We're still writing it. Well, I can't remember if we've written any chicken lady stuff. I don't think we have yet.
The fans want to see Chicken Lady.
Fans want to see Chicken Lady.
I know, it's terrifying. It's a horrifying character.
I love the Chicken Lady.
It's really unpleasant to deal with.
Like in her house, we see a picture of her mother. I remember in her house, her mother's a chicken, and a picture of her father is just a guy shielding his face. It's so devastating.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we did the one sketch where we told her sort of life story, where we showed her being born, and I remember because I was the doctor delivering her, and was going, well, I suppose you could kill it, and
it's so bad. All right, Tisha, Little Shop. How the hell did you get the Little Shop movie? That's just like, what a coup to be casting that at such a young age. How'd you get it?
You know what? They auditioned people all over the United States and overseas as well. And I had quit the business because I had auditioned for 227 to play Regina King's friend and didn't get it. And I was like, you know what? I just want to be a regular kid. So I wanted to go to this summer arts program at Rutgers. I'm from Jersey. And I was in the middle of this summer arts camp, and I was training, doing opera and everything. And my mom called me and said, there's this audition. I was like, I just want to be with my friends. They was like, your agent is begging. So I winded up, I was like, can I come back to camp though after I finished this audition? She was like, yeah. So I went to the audition, and there were girls from all over the country and from London, and it happened to be, I saw Tashina there, and I've known Tashina. We've been friends since we were 12 years old, and Michelle Weeks. We were all from the tri-state area, and we winded up getting it. And I was in shock, honestly, and I had to leave camp and traveled to London. I'd never been out of the country before, and we filmed it for 8 months there. Yeah.
And what's amazing is you guys actually did your own vocals. They could have just cast 3 women and then had other vocalists, but you guys were actually singing everything, right?
Yeah, no, they wanted it to be authentic. Yeah, definitely. But we sang everything. Yeah.
And your director was Frank Oz. Did he ever do Miss Piggy for you guys?
He did. He did one time. One time. We were like, do Miss Piggy, do Grover. We just at dinner one time, and we didn't really know that that's who he was. He just took us out to dinner before we started filming. And so we just started asking him to do all the characters, and he was like, I don't want to do Miss Piggy, but he would do it in Miss Piggy's voice. It was really cool.
Oh.
And it was, what was really interesting, there was no special effects back then. So the way that they filmed the actual plant, they sped everything up and recorded the voices. And if you were working with the plant, you had to walk in slow motion, and underneath the flower shop were like 30 to 50 people working robotically, every single arm of the plant and the mouth. And it was really fascinating.
That's
yeah.
So cool.
Wow.
It was very cool.
Here you are sounding fabulous. I think this is you. Hold on. Let me make sure this is the right clip.
Wow.
She wasn't even old enough to drink.
Oh my God.
No, I wasn't. I was only 16.
So good.
Tisha, did you go there with your parents, or how did at 16 or 8 months? That's a big commitment.
My mother hated being on set with me, so she sent my grandmother. So I was there with my grandmother, and Tashina's mom was there, so she watched me too. But we lived in Bayswater before it was posh, and we stayed there that entire time. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Wow,
having that experience.
So, Dr. everybody wants another TV show. What the hell? I know you're a movie star, but what the hell is next? You gonna do any TV shows again?
Oh, you're talking to me? Sorry.
Yes, dear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And are we in it?
Yeah. I mean, I swear to God, I mean, it really is. I personally, for me, Dr. Ken was the most fulfilling thing that I've ever done. And so it really is hard to top that. And I think that as the years go by, sometimes when a show gets canceled, you're like, oh man, I wish I had it back. And there's all these things that you can blame or say, wish this had happened, this didn't happen. And as time goes by, I'm like, it's a miracle that we even had a pilot. It's a miracle that anything gets made. And so just it feels like a blur, like a wonderful blur of like to do this for 44 episodes with the most talented cast ever. And then to be able to say I've worked with everyone here. I mean, I just would love to work with everyone here in some shape or capacity. I've always had this in my head. I mean, if I'm ever in a position of behind the scenes power again, I would be like, we got to bring some incarnation of Dr. Ken and do something. I don't know. I'm always thinking that in the back of my head because I just think that in the back of my head. I can't really top what it's just hard to even think of doing other in terms of as an actor, you know, I mean, look at my body work. As an actor, I'll do anything. But as a producer, I you know, to do something this personal and something this, you know, something this all encompassing, you know, I do want to kind of take a break for a second and just kind of figure out what I really want to do and how to do another personal thing, because it does take a lot of energy and effort and a lot of sacrifice, because there's just a lot of stuff Hey!
Oh my God.
There you go. There you go. Hey! There you go. Oh, man.
Leave it open.
And that,
I'm so sorry.
oh,
guys.
Tisha, that is the best way to wrap me up. You bring a family member in.
Yeah.
That's a good way to wrap up. That's a good way to zip it. Oh, really good. Good with the light on that. Good with the light on that.
I put the light on you.
Oh, so good. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna look like an a-hole if I keep talking after that. I can't do that. Good job. Good job.
I remember seeing
Yeah.
Tisha at the audition, and I remember thinking like, oh my God, what if I get to work with Tisha?
No, that's what I was thinking about you guys too. It was such a great experience, and we have yet to talk about, you know, how amazing Jonathan Slavin is. Like his comedy and his timing.
Oh, we're gonna do that now? Oh.
Yeah, I guess so.
No, I think that's all the time we have, right? It's a hard out.
I thought you were congratulating us on not talking about Jonathan Slavin all this time.
Slavin just brought, I mean, he just brought so much to a role that was really, it was really written for, say it again?
For a 20-year-old straight dude.
It was a millennial nurse.
Yeah.
It was a millennial nurse from Honduras. And I thought to myself, but Slavin, we really did write it with it was based on my real life nurse who was Hispanic, it was just a different character. And then when when we met Jonathan, he was just so, I mean, just blew
Funny.
just so good, funny, and just, I mean, just, it would just like, as soon as he not only read, but just crushed it, I looked at Mike Sikowitz. I was like, okay, we just got to rewrite the part. We just got to rewrite it. And it's just we're even change the name. So we literally rewrote it for Jonathan Slavin. So it was the best. We're like, we can't not work with him. And it was so fulfilling. And Jonathan had a big hand in that character. Yeah. He had a huge hand.
Like Mike Sikowitz, our showrunner, goes to me, he goes, so do you want him to be gay? And I was like, what? Yeah. Like, if you met me, like, I think. Like,
and wait a minute. Wasn't your kiss the first kiss on a gay kiss on a sitcom?
I don't know.
Wasn't it?
That may be
male on male.
I don't know.
Maybe. Did they make out on Will and Grace ever?
No.
Yeah, it kind of shocks me that they didn't, because it was funny. Like, we would just, it was never even, and I give ABC a lot of credit too. It was just never even up for debate. So to me, whenever, and I just think one of my favorite episodes was the wedding episode, because that was really, John had a big hand in writing, and he really helped shape the vows that were really lifted from his own vows. And I just wanted Jonathan to really take the lead and just script everything.
In season 1 and season 2, I got married in real life, and we had like a party and didn't tell anyone we were getting married. And then like halfway through the party got married, and then went on with the party. And then that was sort of the storyline also.
Yeah. So I didn't go to the party because I didn't know it was going to be a wedding.
But we also nobody did like the whole like, oh God, I have to go to a stupid wedding. Like, it was like people could come or not if they want. We got married on our 22nd anniversary. It wasn't like we were beginning our life together. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like, it was.
Well, first of all, someone says the wedding episode was amazing, but Jonathan, there's a more important question for you. What costume did you hate wearing the most while shooting?
What costume did I hate wearing the most?
Yes. That's from a listener named Sadie.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. That's amazing.
What costume did I hate wearing the most?
You can answer whenever you want.
I know, keep stalling.
I love you, Sadie.
No,
Miss you, Sadie.
We did a cowboy thing that I could have lived.
I knew you would say that. I knew you would say that. I knew you would say that.
I did it. Listen, I did it. I totally did it, and it was fine. But I like it. Like I could have done without the cowboy.
Oh man, that was
Why?
early days.
Only because I look terrible in high-waisted jeans.
That was early days. Yep. Yep. I agree with that too.
So Ken, you really wanted Jonathan, but apparently the network wanted Dave Foley, but you fought against him. Is that true?
Guys, I think this interview's over. Is this over? I think we're done. I gotta go.
All the time in the world. How did you get Dave? Because I've been obsessed with him for so many years. Did you think of him when you were writing the character, or did you audition, or what?
I mean, we met with Dave where, again, it was an embarrassment of riches, because I do remember thinking during the testing process of because I definitely wanted actors who had more experience than me, who were, just better than me and knew how to lead. Both Tisha and Dave have led shows in their own right. And I really felt that I wanted that kind of veteran leadership on the show, and just so I could learn as well. And so I remember thinking, if we could get Dave or Tisha, I mean, even if we just get one, that would be amazing. Wow. And so that was a deliberate choice in my head. And then, but to get Tisha and Dave, it just was automatic. It just made the show it was just so, I mean, there were just certain things you just go, okay, I know Tisha and Dave are just going to take care of this part of the story and the dialogue, and they can make it their own. Like, it's just, as a producer, it's almost like, and I mean this in a great way, it's just like, okay, just two less things to worry about right now in terms of like shaping things, so I can focus on me just writing another story, or just doing stuff I've never done before. So it was just, you guys saved me so, you guys saved us so much. You guys saved us so much. They would just come in, crush their scenes, and
yes, I loved watching all of these guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Jonathan, P.S. Yeah. Sadie says, I knew it was Cowboy.
Yeah.
That was
a
listener named
I envied the Scrubs.
Okay, for the last 2 minutes, Ken, we got to discuss The Masked Singer, because a couple things. So I'm watching the show. Within 1 second, I recognized it was Anna Gasteyer, and I had to spend 6 weeks with you going, "It's Rachel Ray." Rachel, talk about vocal damage. Rachel Ray talks like this. What is happening? Are they forcing you to say these guesses? I literally was going to smash my TV.
I am literally the dumbest judge on that show. I guess that I had no idea it was Anna. I've worked with Anna on A Christmas Story live. I did a musical with Anna, and so I had no idea it was Anna. And I've guessed Tisha for at least 3 different contestants last season.
Can I just say, like, a straight guy is the perfect judge for that show, because he will never get it right. You know what I mean? Like, if like any of us were on that show, like Anna Gasteyer, we go, and we'd be like, it's Anna Gasteyer. Like, like you put a straight guy in that judge's seat, it takes care. The show will go on forever. He'll never get it.
Yeah, and I have genuinely tried, and I would be genuinely, because people, because people come up to me all the time. Are you that stupid? I'm like, yeah, I am. Yeah. I really am. I'm really.
And people come up to me all the time saying, "Ken guessed you again."
No, trust me. I'll panic. I mean, there have been times I've panicked on the air, and maybe I'm like, oh, it could be so and so and so and so, and then I was like, Tisha. I work with Tisha, so if I really want it to be Tisha, it will be Tisha. So that's kind of the way I would guess on the game. I mean, Margaret Cho, who played my sister on Dr. Ken, again, she was legit upset at me because I did not. She literally was. I really thought you would guess. You should know, of all people, and I've known it forever, and I had no idea.
It's not just bad guessing; it's the hubris. Like Martin Short, my idol. I know what he sounds
Well,
like.
I did think for 2 years it has been Martin. I really was convinced it was Martin. I'm not even kidding. That's legit. I know everyone. Yeah, I really do believe that it was. I really did believe that the network was trying to put one over me, and I was like, it's got to be Martin. I'm not even kidding. So I doubled down. I've lost.
I've collected a few clips of singers, and I would like your amazing guessing skills.
Yes.
Use.
Here we go.
All right.
Now, is anyone else allowed to answer?
Well,
Quick?
Dr. Ken, you go first, and then Jonathan, you give the correct answer.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, no,
There you go.
I'm melting down.
There you go. I love that. There
Here's
you
the
go.
first one.
Okay, Jonathan knows, but he's gonna see if Ken.
Maybe. I don't know.
I think it's Bjork, but I'm not sure if it's.
I feel like we're watching the singer right now.
I think it's Bjork because of the runs. Tisha, you can back me up on this. I think Bjork things like that. I think she's a huge. Isn't Bjork like a huge gospel singer in Iceland? I think so. My mind says it is. Look it up. So it sounds to me with that gospel influence, and her vocals were as cold as ice, and then she's from Iceland, and she is, as Tisha knows, the queen of disco. Definitely Bjork.
Okay, first of all, it's a man.
Oh, okay. I might be wrong. I'm not saying I was perfect. I might be wrong. Yeah, could be a man.
Jonathan?
I don't know for sure, but was it Titus?
No,
very close.
Tisha,
That's who I thought it was.
Yeah.
He just won an Emmy.
Suzy.
Oh, Suzy knows. Do us gay proud. Do it.
Is it? Well, I mean, this is Billy Porter.
Yes, thank you.
Wow.
Suzy.
But I had help.
Someone texted you?
Yes.
Was it Billy?
Krista.
That's not really called help. That's called someone texted you. But good work. Okay.
Wait, does Krista get the credit?
Everybody on Dr. Ken is back.
Does she get the credit?
For being able to read a line? No, I'm not impressed.
No, that's Billy Porter.
Billy Porter. Not impressive. Dr. Ken.
Here we go.
Is you love me?
I know.
Yes.
Yes, that's Martin Short.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Finally.
He got his wish.
I have two more. Oh, well, actually, no, wait. Let me go to I gotta go to the end of this. Hold on. Last 20. I'm gonna do around here. Here we go.
Well, that's Jonathan Slavin. That's not fair.
I think it's either Jonathan Slavin. And to piggyback off of that, I think it's either Jonathan Slavin or Omarion from the group BMK, which is amazing. Shout out to Lil Fizz, who is my homie, and we're in the same book club.
I cannot dare you.
Yeah, I think it might. Or David James Elliott from Jag. I think it could be. Yeah.
Dr. Ken, you're skilled. You're skilled at yes and improv. You're not skilled at ears. You've done a musical with this person.
Really?
Oh God, Ken.
Look, the running joke on the show. If I've worked with the person, there's no way I'm gonna guess it.
One more time.
Oh, is that Anna?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm begging and I'm pleading with you to know people's voices. I mean, how much easier can I make it? And finally,
oh yeah, one last one for the road here before we all sign off.
And Jonathan will guess this.
Give it to John, yeah.
Such a pretty face, such a pretty dress, such a pretty smile, such a pretty me.
Dr. Ken, you first.
Paul,
She has
Paul McCartney. I think.
Can I ask?
Okay. It might be George Harrison. I'm not an idiot. Yeah.
Come on.
Probably Paul McCartney.
Please.
I think it's one of the Beatles. It's one of the best bands of all time, John. Wow. Not Beatles much? Wow. My goodness. Wow. Oh my goodness.
Shattering a million pieces inside my chest right now.
Tisha, did you guess?
I have no idea who it is. I'm asking Krista right now.
Think of the most inappropriate person to sing this.
The most inappropriate person.
Oh, it was me.
And an Oscar winner.
Right here. Recognize the voice?
Such a pretty face, such a pretty dress, such a pretty smile, such a pretty me.
I'm as bad as Ken. Is that Viola Davis?
No, but I don't mind that. I don't mind that cat.
Man, if it was Viola Davis, man, she got away with murder. Am I right, guys? Totally got away with it. Totally got away with it.
Dave Foley, she's not Canadian, but perhaps you know an American singer.
Oscar winner.
An Oscar winner. And an American?
And she's
and you said she's a rock singer.
Rock singer. She's ageless. She's American.
Ageless American.
Gaga?
Who?
Lady Gaga?
No. Listen to that thin hip.
I was going to guess Jackie Hoffman before Oscar winner.
Oscar winner.
Forget.
It's not Cher. It's not Cher.
Cher.
Yes.
It is
Cher.
Yeah.
That's Cher?
Whoa.
That is not Cher.
I didn't say anything like Cher.
How did you know it was Cher? Did someone just text you?
Cher.
I'm telling you, who else is a rock singer that
won an Oscar,
ageless and won an Oscar? But that didn't sound
Here we go.
all
This is
like
Cher. Now that you know, listen to it.
All right.
Oh, not that. Sorry.
And then Dr. Ken still doesn't guess it. It's
right here. Listen.
Such a pretty face, such a pretty dress, such a pretty smile, such a pretty me.
Now I hear it.
Such a pretty me.
There's
got it right there.
I will say it's Cher by way of Patti LuPone, though. Do you know what I mean? There's definitely like a Patti quality to it for sure. Yes, Ken.
I've never heard Cher do falsetto.
Is what happens when gay people talk.
But John, in my defense, I think there's also a Color Me Bad quality of that too. I think maybe maybe the alto of Color Me Bad. I think. Look, I'm not a musician. I'm not a musician. Sorry.
She did all the parts. It is worth seeing. You should see. I'm going to need you to YouTube it.
Okay.
Jonathan, did you know who it was from the beginning?
Yes.
Yeah, you knew. John, I could tell John
John
knew.
I knew that was Cher.
John knew from the beginning. I just knew. I saw your face. I was like, yeah.
I'm married to someone who is like a Cher person. Do you know?
Yeah.
Like we've seen, we've gone. Like she's a Cher.
You've seen her a lot, right?
No, we've only seen her once on our way to a Mormon.
Oh, really?
We stopped in Vegas, and we're like, we should see Cher, and did. So, but I also know that that piece from the Cher show where she does, does all of West Side Story.
So you'll be on the Masked Singer next year. Dr. Ken,
I think I'll be replaced by many people on the Masked Singer. I think they'll take turns replacing me, just because I'm the smartest guy. Whatevs.
Thank you all for joining us. Let's bring out.
Thank you.
We'll bring on Albert and Krista. We'll just replace some people in and out here. So Albert,
goodbye.
we'll say goodbye to us. Hold on.
John, Dave, Tish.
All right. Bye.
Love you.
It's Albert.
Albert.
Hey, Albert. So good to see you, Albert.
So good to see you, Albert.
Krista.
Love you.
Love you. Thank you for doing this.
Dana's
and Dana. Dana, wake up. Dana, wake up. Wake up. Dana, you were great. As usual, you were great. Oh my God. You took us to here and then you took us there and then you turned your back on us. Dana, you were great. Dana, oh my God. Dana, you brought it as usual.
Oh my God.
Dana, it was great. Don't worry about it. Don't even get a copy of it. You were great. Oh my God, Dana. It was like, can we get a word in edgewise, Dana? Oh God, it was so good. Oh my God, man, Dana. I just like how the credits just like, okay, end of communication. Guys, we're gonna roll the credits. We don't care about your stupid bits. We don't care. We don't care.
I mean, that's how you still focus.
That's how you still focus.
This is the best like audio track to the credits. Oh, we're back.
And we're back. Oh my God. Dana refused to leave. Look at that. Quiet strength.
Not gonna leave. So that's in broadcast.
Dana's like, I ain't leaving. Dana's like, my God, our vocal.